Hi folks, me again with my brand new Lenovo IdeaPad Flex 5 notebook. As you can see, it has a glossy screen. You see me and my camera mirrored on the glass. In this video I will show you the BIOS of the machine and how to do a full backup of the internal SSD using Clonezilla, a bootable Linux live system especially made to backup systems to create images. I will do the image to a USB memory stick which I have here. This is a 256 gigabyte memory stick. Okay, to start we need to enter the BIOS because out of factory I guess it's set to boot from the internal SSD. I googled a bit and learned that F2 is the key to enter the BIOS. So I prepare myself and switch on the machine and hope that I don't miss it. Okay, here we are in the BIOS of the machine. Good. General information on first page. You can spot that it has a Core i7 Tiger Lake CPU. It has 16 gigabyte of RAM, and we see that the date is correct, but the time is wrong by an offset of 7 hours to Central European time. So this is a Chinese time zone, so that's where the machine was made. Okay, I enter now the correct time for Central Europe. It's 3 in the afternoon. Then the next page, security, we leave as is. And yes, here we see that Windows Boot Manager has priority 1, then comes the internal SSD, which in fact is the same. Then floppy disk is not connected, but we must take USB hard disk drive up. So we do this with key 6. Okay, before I will do a full boot, I will enter BIOS again to double check, but that's it for the moment. And I take my Clonezilla stick, plug it in, and save and exit and prepare to re-enter the BIOS. So I hope I'm not missing it. Okay, I missed it, but no problem because it booted directly into Clonezilla. So the good point was that my change with the boot priority really helped. And here we have the latest version of Clonezilla. AMD 64 version is important if you have a system with secure boot, and this is a system with secure boot. Clonezilla is pretty easy to use, and I use the default all the way up. So I press enter on the first menu. Then the Clonezilla system is booted from stick. See some messages, don't call them error. Yeah, quite a few messages. I hope everything is well. Yeah, let's hope that was not the problem. I leave the keyboard as English because we don't need it to type that much. Then we keep the US layout. We say yes to start Clonezilla and make disk or partition images. We work with local devices and then Clonezilla prompts for a media to be added. So I take this memory stick, the empty memory stick, and put it to the second USB port, and then press enter, and let's wait and see. Okay, what we have here is the internal SSD. It's a 1 tera, and the external USB disk, which is 256 giga. I already used the stick minutes ago on the other notebook to check the file system. It has FAT32, and I created a folder and copied some files on it, but basically it's still 90% empty. Okay, to leave this screen it's Ctrl+C, and then there is a question of where to do the backup. So don't just press enter here on that screen. Go down to really the external USB memory stick, otherwise you make an image of your internal SSD to itself, and that is maybe not a good idea. So here is my external device. I say no checking of the file system. I assume everything is okay. Then, as said, I did a folder before called B for backups, but I want the Clonezilla backup to be made to the root folder, so I jump to done, and it reports me that it found the external USB drive, and it's enough space, still 200 giga. So I press enter here. I say easy mode, beginner. Yes, I want to save the local disk. And the backup name to have date and the hour, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's also fine. There were some failed messages, but I think those are not important. Then what is the source device? That's the internal SSD. That's fine. And then choose the type of compression. I use the standard option. I guess the 1 tera is not fully filled with programs, otherwise I will have a problem. I need the 1 tera for my data. So I assume it's, I don't know, 20 giga or something factory loaded stuff. And with the compression it should come down a bit. So I estimate the backup to be between 10 and maybe 15 gigabytes. So say yes. Then yeah, again file system check, I skip that. And but I want to have a check on the saved image to make sure that the backup is restorable. So here is fine. And I don't want to encrypt it because it has no personal data yet, so it's just kind of the factory image from Lenovo. And at the very end of Clonezilla, I want to choose what is the next step, if I want to reboot, shut down, or something else. And then it reports that it's basically ready, and all what I did now with the dialog can be given by command line. So this is the command line needed if you want to do it in expert mode or something. But I always use the menu. And now I press enter. Whoops, there was some message warning. Okay, it was not error, some warnings, but everything looks good so far. Okay, then I say yes. This is key set on the Swiss German keyboard and give enter. Looks good. It starts and okay. We will not follow it the whole time, but I want to see the main partitions being backupped. Okay, this is the main screen. And we see that it will take some time. It says remaining 4 minutes something. But I see that the time is still changing, the total time. I think it has to do with transfer rates or something. But it's quite decent transfer rate of 8 GB per minute. That sounds great. If it will really finish at that speed, we can even watch it full time, and I can tell you some stories. Yeah, but now I see the transfer rate decreasing. You see, maybe it used the 16 GB RAM maybe as buffer. And now when the data really is written to the memory stick, transfer rate goes down, and it will take some minutes. So I will stop the video here and will continue close towards the end, and I will upload those as 2 parts to YouTube. Will not make any additional work to glue the 2 pieces together. Okay, see you in a minute. Till then, bye. Yeah, welcome back. Some 15 minutes later, Clonezilla is close to complete. 99% of the image already done, so we just wait and see what's going on. Normally there will be a recapitulation after the process. So let's see. We see successfully cloned the device. And okay, now I think now comes the verification process, because I chose that option. So we'll see. Maybe we need to make another pause and let the machine work some minutes. But let's wait some more time. While waiting, I have something to tell you. I had another look at the box of the machine, and I learned that on the box there is the manufacturing date, so it's 2021 March 10th, and that's not long ago. I received the machine on April 14th, so that makes roughly 42 days, 43 days after production. And I guess the notebook came by plane from China to Europe. maybe not directly to Switzerland, but definitely not on a vessel, on a ship, because from mainland China to Europe, including custom clearance and everything, it takes minimum 5 to 6 weeks. And yeah, I guess this machine came by plane or by train. Not sure. Okay, what's going on here on screen? Yeah, it will take some more time. So, because the percentage here started again with 1, so I interrupt here and come back probably in 15 minutes or so. Okay, till then, bye. Okay, back again, just on the minute. Part 3 of the Clonezilla video. It was really the case that this was the verifying process going again from 0 to 100%, and now the image is on this black MTech USB memory stick, and the Clonezilla is running from the other stick in the back, and the summary is on screen. So we zoom in a bit to see the details. Okay, what we can see is in fact the summary that everything went well. Yeah, cannot see any problem. So we confirm with enter, and now Clonezilla asks us what to do next, and I choose to power off, and will then remove the stick and read the content on my other PC to see if there are really files on it. So then I start really the first time the Windows setup here, which I think it's factory preloaded. It will maybe ask for language, keyboard and so on. We'll see. So remove the memory stick here, Clonezilla stick, and the second one, the MTech, with the Clonezilla image of the internal SSD. So next video is most likely about first start of the machine with the Windows operating system. See you then. Bye.